Hi guys, Janelle Dixon, Performance Plus Physical Therapy, and today we are talking about shoulder impingement. This is per request in my IG stories. Check out my IG stories if you haven't before. If you have questions, feel free to shoot me a message and I will put together a video for you to explain questions or answer your questions. So we are talking about shoulder impingement. Let's get right into it. So you can see in our model that we have back here that we have a model of the right shoulder. First of all, shoulder impingement is a biomechanical issue with the glenohumeral or the shoulder joint where you have pain when you are lifting your arm past 90 degrees. Okay, so if you found that you've been working out, so you've been lifting, or you suddenly, every time that you lift to get something out of the cupboard, or sometimes even reaching behind your shoulder, or behind your back, I should say, that you're having pain in your shoulder right around here, there may be a chance that you have some shoulder impingement. So let's describe what this looks like a little bit more. So we're going to take off all of these muscles. And again, shoulder impingement is a biomechanical issue. This is the glenohumeral joint or the shoulder joint. So glenoid fossa is the end of the scapula, that shallow cup. And the humeral head is the top of the shoulder. And you can see that the humeral head is way bigger than the glenoid fossa. The most important thing to understand with impingement is that right at the top of the scapula is this part of the scapula, which we call the acromion process. And in the acromion process, when your arm is lifting past 90 degrees, either to the front or to the side, this big ball has to clear that acromion process and glide downwards, or else it will pinch everything that's in between it. So to show you the mechanics of how that works, we're going to add in a couple of muscles here. Okay, so now we have a shoulder with a rotator cuff, and we're going to work with the supraspinatus, one of the prime muscles of the shoulder. Okay, and you can see how, if you're looking at the back, it starts all the way back here, runs underneath that little hook from the scapula or your shoulder blade. Okay, see how it runs underneath and right on top of the humeral head. So if we look at the motion of the supraspinatus as it elevates or as it lifts the shoulder, and we're going to look at the muscle. Let's fade the muscle so you can get a very clear picture of what's happening here. You can see that as that shoulder lifts up and down, it has to roll and glide in that glenoid fossa. If that does not happen, everything that sits underneath this area, underneath the acromion process, is going to get pinched. And that's your classic impingement syndrome with the shoulder. Okay? Impingement syndrome can lead to a lot of other diagnoses. Rotator cuff tears and strains are very commonly one of them because, again, your rotator cuff inserts right here at this point in the shoulder. You can also get some stuff like bicipital tendonitis, and there are a couple of other diagnoses that are associated with it. So if you find that you are having pain as you lift your arm over your head or as you load your shoulder, if you're lifting, if you're in the gym, you're doing bench presses, shoulder presses, and you find that you have pain right on the side of the shoulder, there is a good chance that you may have this, okay? Tag someone in this video that may benefit from this information. Knowing what you have is one of the first tools and the first steps that you can do in order to figuring out how to fix it and how to get better and how to get out of pain. I'm going to post a couple more videos that's going to go through some quick fixes of things that you can do to loosen up those muscles, to correct those mechanics, and to make sure that the shoulder is strong so that this is not happening. Hope this was helpful for you. Take care.